Alright, the glare is probably unbearable here, but here's the hot pot cooker from solarovens.net we're kind of messing around with. Got some homemade rigs we'll mess around with later as well. Gonna cook an egg just to see how quickly it cooks. It's pretty hot outside right now. What is it, like 90 degrees?
Yeah.
So it's a fold-up reflector and a double-walled glass and metal pot, and the thing gets darn hot. And we're off. Luckily, the one egg I had left. It's been there by about 15 seconds or so. I mean, probably a conventional oven might cook a little quicker, but hey, no electricity. We have company over today too, so unfortunately this is all we have to eat. The Diedricksen diet. Excellent. And we're getting close to done. I should have done a real-time video, but that would have wasted a lot of my batteries here on this flip camera. What do you think, Pops?
I think that the real-time would be too long for most of the people to watch anyways.
Yeah, MTV generation. And we're talking, what, like 4 or 5 minutes, so it's actually not that long. Yeah. But it's cooking an egg pretty darn quick. And if you touch the glass or the sides of this hot pot solar cooker, I mean, you'll burn your hands, so make no mistake. The sun is damn warm. Put a little meatloaf in there, and it's just about done. It's been in here about... This thing gets so hot. It smells good. Yikes. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Sort of 1 pound. It's a small meatloaf, but cooked by the sun. No complaints here. I also have a parabolic solar cooker that I picked up on solarovens.net. I'm going to try that one out soon. You'll see. Yeah, and like I said, I have a homemade rig I made with some old sheets of glass I found on the side of the road, some scrap wood, a mirror I got at a tag sale for $1, so it's a $1 solar cooker, which you'll see shortly. But right now I'm going to head inside, and actually I need a pot handle here, or a pot holder. Ability to speak failing me. I'm just going to take this whole thing in, it's just too hot. But you'll see the other stuff in just a sec. Check out this too. The whole thing just folds up. It's all hinged. And there you have it all folded up. Pretty lightweight. Look at how thin that thing is. Pretty cool for camping or being on the road or whatever else. Power outages, I guess, you know, if it's sunny out. Who is this pale-faced, unshaven, very tired-looking host? Been a rough night. So here I am. Next day pot roast was excellent, by the way, very tender. Took about the same amount of time it would to cook in a solar oven as it would in a conventional oven. I got no complaints. Now we're going to be messing with bread. It's actually, if you take a banana bread recipe, ability to speak failing me, and substitute, if you don't have bananas, you can put applesauce. A lot of times we have leftover applesauce in a jar. It's kind of getting yicky. If it's still good, you can substitute that and make a bread out of it. And they're off. Here we go. It's 9:19 a.m. This will probably take a while, but again, I'll be inside reading magazines, drinking coffee, watching reruns of the Smurf, kicking back, and you know, we'll see how long this takes as my shadow gets in the picture. And my feet. Da, 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 da. I call this segment Cooking with the Sun in Socks Outdoors, aka looking like a bum while dabbling with the culinary arts. I'll never drink again. No, I wasn't actually drinking. I just was up late watching movies last night, so it's my own fault that I look like a zombie. Brains. In a brief interlude of my seedlings, again thanks to Stuart Pollock at afewgoodplants.com for hooking me up with seeds. He checks out my blog all the time, sent me some. I'll have to try out, and they're doing fabulously. There we go, the bread's rising. This thing gets so hot. And again, this is this little bread loaf pan doesn't actually fit in here so well. There's an air gap right over here on the side, so I'm losing quite a bit of the heat. But still, she's a-cooking. I'm sun drying some clover flowers here on the side. I'll probably put them in a solar cooker later, see what happens, just for some tea. Just messing around as they are edible and or drinkable. Well, there she is. Not so much a pretty bread. Actually, it's still pretty hot. Of course, I picked a cloudy day where it just rained a couple minutes ago. So it took quite a while to cook this, like 2.5 hours. But if I had a very sunny, hotter day, it'd probably cook that much quicker. But it's just good to know come the governmental overthrow or Armageddon or whatever, you still can have some nice apple cinnamon bread without having a fire alerting the evil androids as to your whereabouts. I don't know what I'm talking about. But no, the solar cooker, as I eat and talk in the video, it's a no-no. Works pretty good. This doesn't make for some interesting video either, I know. Special K, dude holding a piece of bread. But you get the basic idea. So here we are, another day, gorgeous day outside actually, and here's my homemade solar cooker without its reflective mirrored panel yet to enhance its sun catching capabilities. It's actually really not complete, but I'm just messing around with it trying to cook an egg. I'll have another video soon on Tiny Yellow House showing how to make this thing if you're so inclined and or interested. And if you go to solarovens.net, again, they have a ton of info on making solar ovens, factory-built ones, and anything you can think of. Blammo! And here we go shortly thereafter. One cooked egg and a salvage materials junkyard solar cooker. Mission accomplished. Time for lunch. Hey, again, thanks to solarovens.net and the hot pot solar cooker. You can pick it up there, a couple other places as well. But the thing, after testing it to death, I've cooked so many things with it, I definitely recommend it. Coming up, we'll test out a solar parabolic cooker, and I got a video coming up to show you how to make this home rig solar cooker right here on Tiny Yellow House. See ya.